Hi. You're supposed to say hi.
Hi.
I'm Nick.
And I'm not Jill.
And
we're
HipStrings. So if you're not Jill, who are you?
I'm Gab.
You are Gab. Gab is a part of HipStrings, an integral part of HipStrings. Gab is our eldest. And Gab is indeed filling the space that Jill would have been in today. And Gab's going to be my assistant podcaster for tonight and tomorrow. So welcome, Gab.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So as you can see, Gab does not have a spinning wheel. That was mainly because
I don't know where it went.
Yeah, well, we have many spinning wheels around the house, but we couldn't decide on what fiber. You know what we should have done is you have your drop spindle. And you could have done that.
I haven't done that in a while though.
Yeah.
I've been busy.
Practice. You have been busy, as you can see with some of the craft on this. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But this is still the Base12 Spinalong for 2023. We are on, what day are we on? I've got to look it up now because we're so far into it. We're day 4. Day 4 of the Base12 Spinalong. Which actually was a great coincidence that what I rolled yesterday was in fact day 4. So surprise. If you saw what I was spinning yesterday, that's what you will be spinning today. It is called Kopiwe. Let me get it here. Yeah. And it's Rambouillet silk. So 80% Rambouillet and 20% Tussa silk. So Kopiwe is one of the things from Chile. It is the national flower of Chile, and it is this beautiful, beautiful pink. So Ashley's saying, welcome, Gab, by the way, and Stephanie says, hey, Gab, and Nick, I suppose. So
I am the better one.
You're at least the more interesting, exciting one, since you're unique and different here. So yeah, Jill ended up spinning her Kopiwe last night after the show, and I spun it yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my die to figure out what I'm spinning today. And it's another one from the future, so you're not going to know which one it is, but I guess you'll be able to see what I'm spinning. And I'm going to keep that up there so I keep it in order. And away we go. So I'm gonna do what we were talking about before of splitting our fiber. So Gab, you it is possible for you to spin. Maybe we'll have you spinning something tomorrow. We didn't save a base 12 for you, but
I know how to spin.
How long have you been spinning for?
I don't know. I don't keep track of these things.
I do remember that when we first.
Probably a while.
Well, when I first did the spinning T-Rex, you joined me at Maryland Sheep and Wool the second year, and you were in a T-Rex spinning a T-Rex outfit, and you also were spinning. So that just goes to show it. One, Gab is very skilled. It's been a while. Well, yeah, it's been a while, but also Gab is very skilled, and anybody can spin in a T-Rex outfit. So. I'm trying to make an army. I've been giving classes at SSK on how to spin in a T-Rex outfit, and now there's at least 2 of us now.
I mean, I've been knitting since I was 5.
Yep.
So probably shortly after that.
Was it really? Yeah, probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been knitting for 10 years now.
Oh my God! Wow, how time flies.
And I still haven't finished my first project.
Cornwall Crafter, by the way, says, good morning, Nick and Mini Jill. Donna says, I loved spinning the Kopiwe on day 1. So far, it's been her favorite spin. And Cornwall Crafter says, what is the collective noun for T-Rex?
T-Rexes?
I guess, but like we need a special thing, like a murder of crows, right? Like a gaggle of geese, what do you call a group of spinning T-Rexes?
A whirlwind.
Oh, whirlwind! I like it. Oh, that's perfect. And then I can make T-shirts now that say "Join the Whirlwind." Yeah, I like it. Okay, so there we go. You heard it here first.
We forgot to introduce our other guest.
Yes, that's right. So
there's another.
We have another guest peeking around the corner. What's his name?
His name is Lord Berrywinkle, Sasquatch of the Night.
Yes.
And my crochet hook is stuck in.
That looks painful,
There,
actually.
he's fine.
So, Lord Berrywinkle, Sasquatch of the Night, normally we just call him Lord Berrywinkle, is one of the famous Berrywinkles, and actually
There's
is
more than one?
I don't know. He's a long Furby. And as you can tell, Gab is multi-craftual here. Gab made Lord Berrywinkle out of what is known as a vegan Furby face. No Furbies were injured in order to create Lord Berrywinkle. But now, Lord Berrywinkle was your first of many, right? How many?
Yeah.
How many of these beautiful boys have you made?
Well,
Oh my God, 12.
I think. Maybe 11 and a half. I don't think I finished one of
Wait,
them.
how do you make a half of one?
I didn't finish it.
Where is it?
It's right there, folded up.
Oh my. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay, so
What did I do? It's fine.
so yeah, Gab has been experimenting with all the different types of crafts. What are you crocheting now?
So technically, it's a tablecloth. But it's going to be a parasol, and I'm almost done.
Nice. And before we started recording, you that actually looks really good. Before we started recording, you had mentioned where you got the pattern.
I saw this person on Instagram that crocheted parasols, and I was like, that looks cool, but they're expensive. And then they had patterns, but all the patterns were diagrams, and I can't read that.
You're not done with the crochet diagram yet?
Yeah, and then I found some written ones, and they didn't really work. So I gave up and found tablecloth patterns. And then, so I have 2 unfinished failures. This is the 3rd one. I'm actually gonna finish it.
So what? Wait. How were they failures? I didn't hear about the failures before.
Well, one of them, just the pattern didn't make any sense and wasn't
Okay.
going well. And
Okay.
then the other one, I think I lost where I was in the pattern and gave up. And just
Okay.
decided to restart on a different one. Or I
Okay.
didn't like how it looked.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but I found this pattern on Pinterest, and it sent me to some website with just the images, just images of the pattern, that I downloaded. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that was really weird. Like, we were looking at this website, and do you remember what the name of the website was?
No.
Okay, we'll have to look it up in a second, because it was usually when you find stuff on Pinterest, it's like pictures of something that then lead you into something scammy to buy something, right?
Yeah, or it's like some weird random person's blog.
Well, and this ends up being
That-
some weird random person's blog that
Yeah.
has collected a whole bunch of crochet patterns, some knitting patterns, and some piano music.
Yeah. Very strange.
But a wonderful eclectic group of things that definitely should share. But this is looking gorgeous, and
Yeah. I'm almost done.
we're gonna
I've
have
been
to
working on this since like August.
we're gonna have to share the photo of it when it's done.
Yeah.
I'm still intrigued at where you're going to get a parasol skeleton from.
I'm gonna buy an umbrella frame off of Amazon.
You found some already?
No. I'm just gonna assume I can.
Because you can find everything on Amazon.
Exactly.
And I'm really excited to see how it blocks out in relation to the shape of the parasol versus the
It's going to be a
tablecloth.
small parasol.
Yeah.
So the pattern I'm using calls for a needle and yarn twice the size of what I'm using. So
Well, you're not making a tablecloth, so that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I was expecting to only have to do half the pattern, and I have done the entire thing.
It's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about spinning again, though. So we had mentioned
Yes.
that you started spinning when you're, in your later single digits. Do you remember anything about what you spun on, what you like to spin?
I used to spin on a ladybug. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know what kind of fiber I spun.
Just whatever mother handed you?
Yeah. Just whatever mother handed me and I thought looked cool.
And then you also had a drop spindle too, right?
Yeah.
And
it's what I have one of those like 3D printed X drop spindles.
Yeah.
And then I also have a support spindle somewhere. I have a plethora.
Where did you get the support spindle from?
That's crazy. I don't know.
This shop called HipStrings something.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just found it.
So yeah, there was one day I was driving, and
Oh yeah.
I look in the rearview mirror, and I see Gab is drop spindling while I'm driving in the back seat, and I'm like,
I like to craft on the go.
That's dedication.
I've been bringing this thing to school.
Yeah.
And I will, because my biology teacher, her classes are mostly just lectures.
Yeah.
So I will just sit there and crochet while I listen to her.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
And she's cool with that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if I have any downtime in any of my classes where I don't have to do anything with my hands,
yeah,
I create something to do with my hands.
Well, that's absolutely something that does help with paying attention. I mean, I have absolutely adored being able to have remote meetings and not be on camera and then be able to knit. One of my friends online was saying, we'll check what it says in terms of live. It's saying excellent connection. All right. And I think we're back. I'm going to put that in the chat. Okay. And I apologize. I don't know where we stopped in terms of what we were talking about. But yeah, there seemed to be some problem with our streaming software. So I'll have to add to my list of things to do to restart the streaming whenever, or restart the computer before HipStream to see if that helps things. And I said, looks like we're a chat instead of, I mean.
We are chat.
I mean back. And I can't even blame autocorrect because I literally have a keyboard in front of me.
Yeah.
That's just how frazzled I was with this whole thing. Okay. So.
Well, obviously, we are chat now, and chat is the live streaming.
We are. What?
They are the live streaming.
We have gone super existential now.
Yep.
Okay, so before I start spinning again, I'm going to go ahead and look at some of my notes here about what we can talk about. And while I am having this pause, let me take a look at what people are saying. Cornwall Crafter, by the way, is asking, how is Jill off in her cabin in the woods? Yes, Jill arrived safely. Jill has Wi-Fi. I don't know if Jill's even watching now. Maybe Jill's watching, making sure that I'm not messing this up. But I think she is more just enjoying and relaxing and planning and evil plotting and everything.
Evil plotting.
Evil plotting with for HipStrings plans. Do you know that
this is the notebook?
Jill has a notebook?
Yeah.
What does her notebook say?
Isn't it like plans for world fiber domination or something?
Yes, absolutely. Jill's HipStrings planning notebook on the cover says plans for world fiber domination. So evil planning is afoot. But I was also going to mention
scheming.
What we have up there, and we had talked previously. I'll go ahead and if I'm loose enough, I'll go ahead and grab these and bring them down. This is we had shown one before. This is the toadstool dance. And we have it on 3 different fibers. Now, this is what Jill is going to be having for the Sweets Off the Wheel Spin-Along, where if they're not on the shop yet for pre-orders, they should be on the shop soon. And the 3 fiber bases we have, I want to make sure I get this one right. This is Cormo. So Cormo has lots of loft. It's really, really soft. It's like a good alternative. What did I write as my note here? It's a good alternative to Merino. But this is 100% Cormo, and this we also have it on Bowie. And you all may know Bowie. This is our custom base of BFL, Manx, Lawton, and Shetland. And this is almost next to Skin Soft, maybe, not quite. Sometimes Jill kicks me under the table for saying that, but I think it's great. It wears extremely well, has great stitch definition, yada, yada, yada. And then finally, I believe this is Polworth Silk. Let me double check that. No, sorry. Targhee Bamboo Silk. So it's kind of blowing out in terms of colors because it's so much lighter than the other 2. But the Targhee Bamboo Silk, so the silk is there to make it easier to draft, and along with the bamboo. And Targhee is super duper fluffy. So these are going to be the 3 options, and there's going to be one other colorway that is in this Sweets Off the Wheel Spin-Along that you can do pre-orders for, and I'll be showing that off for you guys tomorrow. So you can take a look at it when it's going to be up here, and I'm going to drop everything now. There we go. Not nearly as pretty a piling as I did before. Okay. So catching up on the comments, by the way. Amy says that her signature blend spun up in no time tonight. You're already done, Amy? Gosh, people were telling me that I was spinning too fast before, and I just decided to spin a little bit slower now. Let's see. Stephanie is okay with Jill as our benevolent overlord. Cornell Crafter says Jill needs to move to the UK, and Ashley's saying no, they can't have her. And apparently there's going to be fight over Jill. Over the water, too. You're asking what colorway that is. Again, that is Toadstool Dance. And not, as I misheard during the first podcast, of Toad School Dance, where if you go on the Discord, I did ask the Meta AI to give a image of what a Toad School Dance would be. They had some, first, actually, as Toad School Dance, had some really creepy photos. Because for some reason, a school dance in the Meta AI mind was all elementary school.
That's weird.
That is weird. So I put Toad High School Dance, and there was much cuter photos for that. All anime inspired though. So I put my favorite up in the Discord chat there. So if you end up wanting to see that and have some more chatting off when we're not doing the live stream, you can join our Discord. You can find the invite link in the description of this video. Oh, and then I need to say that that thing that live streamers say of remember, if you like this video, click the like button, hit subscribe, and if you want notifications on when we start streaming, press that little bell. Right, that's what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah. I don't think you said smash quite enough.
Oh, that's right. I didn't say
times.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit that bell. Smash that like button. Yeah. I'll get on that. I'll get better. Okay. So one other apology. Before Jill was out of communication, I forgot to ask her to remind me the name of the pattern for this sweater. And it's really embarrassing because I knit this pattern. I didn't knit this sweater, but we did a thing where I knit this sweater for Jill and Jill knit this sweater for me. So this is the one that Jill knit with some of her hand spun, and it's super soft and fluffy, and I love it, and it's what I wear when I want to be comfortable and just lounging around the house. So like instead of a sweats and a hoodie or something. Like this is my hoodie sweater that I wear when I want to laze around. And then you are wearing something that Mother knit as well, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's a
purple.
cardigan, and it's purple. It's periwinkle.
And apparently the duel is with handbags at dawn over Jill.
Okay.
We'll have to let Jill know. Hopefully both of you survive, and we'll see you tomorrow. But I mean, I'd like to keep Jill here, but maybe we'll be moving to the UK if depending on who wins.
Maybe.
All right. What else? So you didn't mention the reason why Lord Berrywinkle is here tonight.
Oh yeah.
Continue on this project. You can show that other project
Yeah.
tomorrow, but just talk about it.
Well, as one does, I have a lot of unfinished projects, all at the same time. I've been trying to finish them. I think I've gotten down a bunch. I have like this to finish. I finished the rug I was making, finished the blanket I was making. I finished a bunch of other stuff I was making. But I do have a sweater for Lord Berrywinkle. It's very long because he is also very long. And it is just a long tube.
At least you don't have to worry about any shaping or sleeves.
Yeah.
Right?
Easiest sweater.
Yeah.
Just go.
And Leah, by the way, thought that Duel with Handbags at Dawn was the name of the colorway. No, that colorway that's up there is called. Wait, I keep on forgetting whether or not it's Toadstool or Toadstool. It's Toadstool Dance. And again, it's going to be up as the Sweets Off the Wheel Spinalong. Pre-order on the HipStrings website. If it's not up already, it will be up sometime this weekend. But that would be a good colorway. Handbags at dawn. Duel with handbags at dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, normally we mention what we're drinking. I'm still drinking some more of my delicious, delicious pumpkin pie seltzer water. I can't get enough of it. I'm going to be so sad when I run out of it. But the reason why I wanted to mention that is you were drinking Squirt.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a giant goblet.
So when we got the case of Squirt, though, it had a QR code for like help for the holidays.
Oh yeah, it did. Did you scan it?
Yeah, I got curious and I scanned it.
Okay.
And it sends you to a Pinterest page, which is full of, it's all 7-Up brand stuff at first. And it's basically all alcoholic beverages that you can mix with 7-Up products, which include 7-Up, Canada Dry, and Squirt. And all the Squirt ones are basically, oh man, I forgot the name of the cocktail.
I can't help you.
Yeah, hopefully not. Oh, it'll come to me. Anyways, they're all one. They're all basically a cocktail that's made with grapefruit, which in theory Squirt's supposed to be grapefruit. But then they're like,
tastes like grapefruit.
Right, and then they say, one of the recipes had like 2 cups of grapefruit added to a 2-liter bottle of Squirt, where it's like, I mean,
That reminded me of something I saw recently.
what's that?
Apparently, what's that pasta brand with the blue boxes?
I can see the box, and I can't remember the name of the
Yeah, I
brand.
don't know what the brand is, but apparently they have a Spotify account.
Really?
Which has playlists that for each type of pasta they sell, that's the exact amount of time you need to cook the pasta for.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That Okay. Yes. So, by the way, the name of the drink that I've been forgetting, Kayla helped me out there. It's Paloma. And yeah, I don't know why you would make it with squirt, but maybe I'll try. And both Emily and Amy remembered the name of the pasta. It's Barilla.
Yeah, that.
So where do we find this Barilla Spotify account?
You probably fifth of the way done with the little pineapple things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done 4 out of 20.
Right, there we go. Okay.
Back.
I apologize for this. I'm going to have to figure out what the issue is. There's certainly something going on with my computer because I know it's not a network issue as we've had in the past. But anyway, I'm almost done with my spinning, so we'll hopefully not have to suffer this too much longer, and then you'll just have to suffer a dad joke.
Oh no.
You know, I think my computer's just sad that Jill isn't here. I think that's what it is.
Ah.
Yeah. And thank you for confirming that we're back, Stephanie. And also, everybody, thank you for noting that we've lost connection, because I'm watching the live window on my computer, but also the chat, and so I see in the chat that the connection's lost before anything else. So. And Stephanie also agrees with me. Jill and sabotage come to mind. I mean, it doesn't happen when she's here. I don't know. No, Jill wants me to succeed. It's all good. So, before I do finish out, I did want to mention, in terms of other crafty things that we do, there was a magical thing that you ended up doing with your boots.
Yes.
So I don't know if you can kick your foot up so you can show your boot.
Yeah.
There we go. See these? Now I want to see how long you can keep those feet up. So Jill had these boots before, and but they were red, and Gab didn't want red boots, and Jill was okay with letting go of those boots. You can put your foot down now.
Oh, cool.
And was it? Did Jill find, or did you find the leather paint?
Jill did.
Okay.
Mother did.
So, yeah, Jill found this leather paint, and we're like, okay, maybe it'll work. It's worth a shot. And it worked perfectly. It was a nice, even overcover of it. You just needed to wash off the boots with isopropyl alcohol first, and then paint them, and they're gorgeous. They look perfect.
Yeah.
They
There's
look
a couple bits that might need retouching, but.
So I thought if anybody would appreciate it, you all would about that. I know it's not spinning or fibercraft related, but if you have a pair of leather shoes that you don't like the color, you could definitely find leather paint that'll work really well with that. And with that, I finished spinning, and Cornwall Crafter has a joke for us. So it seems, okay, what is blue and not heavy? I don't know.
Cotton candy.
That is true. Okay, while we wait for Cornwall Crafter to give us the answer, I'll note that Amy says, Gab, that's going to make it a spectacular parasol. Every time you hold it up, I can see it finished in my head. And yeah, it's fantastic, especially because of the, as you were making initially, you know, it being circular is great, but then the parts that you're working on right now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna, these little spiky bits are gonna make perfect ends to hook into. So yeah, it's gonna be fantastic. And Stephanie says, dude, I painted my docks and it was an absolute game changer. And I hadn't even thought of that, because like going on top of the black would seem kind of intimidating, but with how that changed from red to purple so well,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. We should try it. And by the way, what's blue and not heavy? Apparently it's light blue.
Ah.
Excellent. Now, my turn. So Gab, actually, it's also a bit for Cornwall Crafter because 2 days ago, she had mentioned a pirate joke. So I have a couple of pirate jokes. I'll give one today and one tomorrow. So what is a pirate's favorite type of weaponry? Artillery.
Oh.
You'll have to come back tomorrow to find out what's a pirate's favorite type of blade, though. So thank you very much, everyone. I think I covered everything that I needed to cover. I don't have Jill to back me up here. Hopefully this was entertaining for you. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Gab, and we will see you again tomorrow, and hopefully we see you all again tomorrow. But have a good night, and good luck on your spins. You say good night?
Night.
Bye, everybody.